guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. My name is Tosin, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the things that went wrong at my wedding. Hopefully I can remember everything because a lot went wrong. Follow me on Instagram. I have shared a few, especially the story of the runaway decorator or wedding decor person that ran away at my traditional wedding. I never looked back. So if you like to know everything that went wrong at my wedding to the best of my memory, keep watching. I have written some of them in a flashcard here just so I don't forget. The very first one is the decor. We actually had issues with the decor people for both days because we used two different people. Thank God we did. Imagine if we had used the same person. Anyways, for my trad wedding, the person we used just got to the venue, dropped all the things, basically, like dropped the curtain, dropped some, in fact she didn't even drop everything. She just dropped some of the items that were used for the decor. She just dropped them and she left. She never came back. She didn't do the decor. She didn't return money. She didn't return calls. She didn't pick up calls. She just vanished. Up to today, she just vanished. So my mom had to get someone last minute. She had to rent equipment last minute just to, you know, do whatever, just decorate the place just so it looks presentable. And this, we found this out like a night before the traditional wedding. My mom was even making her hair when, you know, she got a call that, sis, the venue is empty. The venue is looking like a desert. So she had to quickly go there and, you know, figure stuff out. Thank God she did. And for the church where they had issues with Lagos State's, some Lagos State rules that didn't allow the truck that was bringing equipment to get to the venue at the time they wanted to get to the venue. So they couldn't start decorating in time. Now, you may say, why didn't they start maybe 2 days before? The venue where we did the reception after the church wedding is a very busy venue in Lagos. So they had events a day before our wedding. So the decor person couldn't start like 2 days before. It had to be the night before. So because of that, a lot of things, they couldn't finish a lot of things. The decor wasn't what we wanted. I mean, a lot of people liked it. If we didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't have known that that was not what we wanted or what we paid for. But it is what it is. We just had to, you know, it's your day. You cannot now be fighting with decor people on the day of your wedding because you're already tired, you're already stressed. Just enjoy the day and move on. So that went wrong. The next thing that went wrong was the food. So the food was nice. It tasted well. It was good food. The only thing is we paid for buffet. We paid for buffet, my people. Only for us to get there, and we started seeing waiters carrying plates. Like, I mean, not plates. They carried it, of course. They served the normal way they serve at weddings. But that wasn't what we wanted. We wanted buffet. We wanted everybody, you know, to go there, choose what they want, pick by themselves and things like that. But thinking back now, maybe when you think of hygiene and all those things, maybe the buffet wasn't the best thing. You know, just thinking about it now, because COVID is outside, you know, but I mean, we still had a big party anyways. So COVID or no COVID, but we paid for a buffet. We didn't get a buffet. We got the normal serving way they do at the usual Nigerian parties. That was what we got. The next thing that went wrong was the tailors. So my reception dress, I had 2 reception dresses, one for the trad day and one for the white wedding. So the one I initially wanted to wear for the trad day, the tailor ruined the dress. If I find, I'm going to show a picture of what I got versus what I asked for. The tailor ruined the dress. It was terrible. Like, nobody can wear that dress. You can't even salvage it. Like, you can't even take it to another tailor to fix it. Like, it was terrible. So out of the remaining yards that was left, I think it was remaining like 1 or 1.5 yards. We took it to another tailor last minute who made like a really short dress that I wore as a second dress on the trad day. on the traditional wedding day. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but you know what? At that point, you are stressed out. Thank God it looked good, even though it wasn't what I wanted. So I just wore it and just moved on and forgot about it. The tailor for my bridesmaids dresses, you see that one? The person that made my bridesmaids dresses initially is the same person that made my bridal robe. Now, everybody will see the bridal robe and be like, oh my God, it's so gorgeous, it's so cute, it's so nice. But when you see the bridesmaid dresses, you're like, sis, what went wrong? What happened? Actually, what happened was, she told us later on that after she sewed my bridal robe, she fell sick. So she had to give her apprentices or omoshe, like they call it in Nigeria, she had to give them the bridesmaid dress to fix or to make. And in my mind, I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Like, you sis, why didn't you tell me? You didn't say anything. You just delivered, let me not call it stupid, useless clothes a week to the wedding. Like, are you okay? But she apologized and all of that. But I mean, apology is not going to give me a new dress, you know. They had to get new clothes. Yes, new bridesmaid clothes about 2 days to the wedding. I'm going to leave in the description box the place we finally got the new bridesmaid clothes. Even though that one too came a bit, they had to slim fit. Yeah, I think the bridesmaids had to slim fit some of the clothes. My sister's one was too long, so she had to cut it a bit, but at least it was okay. It was better. It was, in fact, it was fantastic. The only thing is they just needed a little adjustments here and there. So that went, like, I don't know how God just, in the midst of all that, I wasn't panicking. I don't know how God did it, because it can only be God, but I wasn't panicking. My disposition towards it was, what is the solution? We find a solution and we move on. Everything, the show has to go on. Like, I'm not going to kill myself crying or panicking or having a panic attack that, you know, things aren't going well. Let's just find a solution and move on. But again, I feel like I'm speaking from a place of privilege, because what if we didn't have money to get a new decor person last minute? What if we didn't have money to pay for new dresses last minute? You know, what if we didn't have money for all of that? What would have happened? So I just thank God for how everything played out. So we got new dresses for the bridesmaids about 2 days to the wedding, and you know, everything went well. No, we were all smiling at the wedding. Nobody knew, you know, all the travails that happened before the wedding. The next thing that went wrong was, well, I would say this one went wrong. This one was like entertainment, to be honest. Our DJ and the live band had an argument on the wedding day at the wedding reception. So what happened was, the first set of entertainment we had was from the live band. You know, live band is a normal thing in Nigerian weddings. So live band was playing, we were having fun, and they were okay and all the stuff. And then it got to a point, he had been playing for hours, you know, and DJ was like, why do people not pay me now? I'm just sitting down here eating rice and chicken. I have not done my work. So it was time for, you know, DJ to sweep in after party stuff. And DJ was like, oh yeah, Oga, pack up. But Oga live band, because he was collecting money from people, you know, the thing with Nigerian weddings is, as the live band is playing, people are spraying him money. So money was entering into my nigga's head. Money was entering into my guy's head. He didn't want to stop playing. So DJ guy got angry, and DJ guy started playing. So we're having this chaotic moment. You are hearing Ade Ori okay from the live band. And then we are hearing It's a Busy Body from DJ. This is just an example. These were in the songs they were playing. This is just an example. At the same time, it was chaotic. So at this point, I wasn't even there. I had gone to change to my second dress. And you know, the makeup artist was trying to do some touch up here and there. Only for me to come out, and then my husband is laughing his heart out. And I'm like, what's going on? And then he's telling me about the two, how they are colliding and everything. So he went to the DJ and spoke to the DJ and just tried to calm him down. And then spoke to the live band. And guys, wrap up. It's time for the goons wrap up. It's time for us to pop, some bottles. After party stuff. So that happened. It was just a very funny and chaotic moment, but even though it was weird, it just kind of added some fun and color and laughter to the whole event, because that was absolutely funny. Now that brings me to the topic of after party. The hall we used, there was nobody on ground to help us like transition from the reception to after party. So there were supposed to be lights off, the decor was supposed to change, lights were supposed to change, all of that was supposed to change. The decor person, after doing the rubbish work he did, left. So he wasn't there to transition the place to the after party. The hall people too were not there to transition the lights and everything to after party. So you know what? The only thing that transitioned from reception to after party was the DJ saying it's time for after party. And then we tried to switch lights off here and there, and the after party just commenced. Like, you cannot come back in yourself at this point. You can't. So we just started having fun, and it was just so much fun. Like, it was so amazing seeing my dad with his childhood friends, and we're all dancing and screaming our hearts out. Like, it was just amazing. And then my brother took over the show, people. My brother took over the show. He was dancing. Everybody was screaming. Hey! It was just such an amazing time. And it's just funny how we went through so much to get to that point, and how everything just capped up beautifully. Like, that was really amazing. I think the very last thing that went wrong was our cake. So what happened was, on the trad day, our cake was okay on the trad day. Nothing was wrong with it. But the next day, the cake came early too. But I noticed that the cake was looking funny. And so after I asked, we found out that our caterer actually had an accident on the way to the venue. She had an accident on the trad day. Nothing happened to her. Nothing happened to the cake. She had an accident on the white wedding day, and they escaped by, like, it was a miracle that they escaped. But sadly, the cake had to suffer for it, because some parts of the cake were just... But the funny thing is, we managed to salvage it, and only myself and my husband and maybe a few people noticed that something was wrong with the cake. Most people didn't notice because it looked fine, except you, like, Inspector K. You probably wouldn't have known that anything was wrong with the cake. But at the end of it all, it was amazing. It was beautiful. There was so much dancing, so much food, so much laughter. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm just so excited and glad that, everything, despite all the hula baloo and the all the hiccups that we went through before we got to that final stage, I'm just happy that everything went well. There were no accidents, thankfully. Like, imagine if something had happened to the caterer. Like, we think about cake. Like, cake would be the last thing on our minds if something had happened to her. So I'm just happy. People came from the US, from UK, from London, from all parts of the world, all parts of Nigeria to celebrate with us. They came safely. They went back safely. In fact, people danced to the point that body was paining some people. We had to buy paracetamol for some people. I mean, that's a quality problem to have. That's the quality problem that you danced, you were so happy to the point that body is paining you. That's a quality problem, if you ask me. I am just happy that we had quality problems. So that's all for this video. Let me know if you want more questions that you have about the wedding, about everything, wedding planning and all that. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will be sure to answer them in a new or in another video. I have put all the wedding content in a playlist, like all the ones I've shared so far in a playlist, so make sure to check that out if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, people, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.